Is it possible to make money while you sleep? Yes, it is. Can you create residual income? Yes, you can. I would like to show you how I did it with rental properties. My name is Randy Eubanks. My motto is Randy Inspires. My goal is to help you to improve your life spiritually, mentally, socially, financially, and physically. I'll be sharing stories of my failures and successes in these 5 areas to help you avoid the mistakes I have made. I am confident you will benefit from the life lessons. Let's get started. How to improve your life financially. You can make money in owning rental properties as you sleep. Sleep is a loose term that I am using to mean making money while not being directly involved in the process like a regular job in which you trade time for money. In other words, with rentals, you have a chance to grow your equity in property just by the process of owning them over a period of time and keeping them up. The old saying is, you make money on real estate when you buy it, which is true. However, if you buy good properties in good neighborhoods, chances are the value of the property will increase over time without you being directly involved in the process of the growth. The growth is happening because of the increase in the market value. Obviously, you have to keep the property up by doing periodic maintenance, which is part of the business. Basically, what you are doing is maintaining the property and keeping it up over a period of time while the value of the property increases. You want to make money with rental in 2 ways. Number one, you should strive to make money by having a positive cash flow on the monthly rental gross income minus expenses. Number two, in my case, the big money was made from the growth in equity in which I reaped the rewards when I sold the investment years down the road. Let me give you the example of my first rental property. I contracted to paint a house for a customer in August of 1995. The house was located in Hubert, North Carolina. The owner had moved to Cherry Point, North Carolina because of her work. She was looking to sell the house. I had been thinking, reading books, and studying on how to start investing in rental properties. I asked how much she would sell me the house for. We finally agreed on a price of $57,000. That was a great deal. The house appraised was $78,000. It was in great shape, and we were getting paid by her to paint it, inside and outside. BB&T loaned me the full $57,000 with no down payment. I made $21,000 on paper immediately, so literally I had to do no physical work to immediately make $21,000. That is the expression of making money while you sleep. I did my research and calculated my potential income from renting the property out. I calculated all costs associated with the purchase, such as monthly payments, insurance expense, taxes, repairs, etc. I will say it pays to keep your credit straight. At the time, my credit score was perfect. I had made a habit of paying my bills on time. If you adopt this policy, you have a chance of getting money if you need help. We rented the house out immediately. The rent covered the mortgage, insurance, repairs, taxes, etc. We had a positive cash flow, even allowing a certain amount each month for future repairs. We kept that house until February of 2007 when my realtor sold it for $133,000. Just think, my tenants made my mortgage payment for almost 12 years. Each month, as a payment was made, my principal balance owed on the mortgage decreased. I had the added benefit of being able to deduct any repairs or improvements that I made on the property. I didn't have to pay Social Security taxes on any profit. I could also deduct depreciation on the property. This reduced my cost basis when I sold the property. The profit on the sale was subject to capital gain taxes, which are usually less than the tax rate on ordinary income. Investment properties, if managed properly, can be profitable. The flip side is that tenants can be a pain in the butt if you let them be. Angela and I bought 4 other rental properties in Riverbend, North Carolina. They paid off as well. We bought properties in good neighborhoods, and the rent was low enough to be affordable and high enough to keep unmotivated and bad paying tenants out of our market. I can honestly say the investments that she and I bought were a blessing. The sale of these properties helped us a few years later when we had some cash flow issues. The rental properties we purchased were good investments. The lessons learned and the financial potential of investment properties helped Angela and I to have the confidence and the experience to buy our best investment property, which was a mini storage facility. What were the life lessons learned from the rental properties that Angela and I owned? Lesson number one, you can take chances in life and make money if you are prepared. The flip side is you can lose everything that you have got. Life is a gamble. If you weigh the odds and know what you are up against, your chances for success increase. You need to do some research on the investments before you jump in. Make sure they are in line with what you are capable of overseeing and managing. For example, at the time I was in the painting and remodeling business, I had gained a lot of experience in construction and repairing buildings. On top of that, I had contact with other tradesmen such as electricians, plumbers, carpet layers, roofers, etc. I knew what to expect from purchasing rental properties coming from the maintenance side. That was important. I was gaining vast knowledge on the financial side of buying the properties from my experiences with bankers over the past 13 years at that time. I knew what they wanted to see as far as the feasibility of the rental property paying for itself, plus, if all else failed, the amount other businesses have enough income flowing to make the mortgage payment in case the property was without a paying tenant for a period of time. They wanted to see my financial statements. My accounting experience in college paid off in this area. I was able to secure all 5 of the mortgages with little or no down payment in some cases. I took a chance and made money because I was prepared. Proverbs 14:23. In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. Lesson number 2. Take the time and research the property before you decide to purchase it. I made sure it made financial sense. It had the cash flow, or I wasn't interested in purchasing the property. All the property's cash flow, I could do an income and cost analysis. I made up my own forms. I had a checklist when I would go out and check on a property. I looked for moisture damage, termites, leaking faucets, roofs, etc. I looked at the wear and tear on the shingles, carpet, paint, etc. It takes time to thoroughly look at and analyze a potential rental property. One bad investment decision could cost you your shirt. It pays to do your homework. We had a well-written rental contract. I always liked going month to month. In this case, I could get rid of a bad tenant fairly quickly. It still takes 30 days to get rid of a bad one, even if you have got all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. I learned how people treated property as I gained experience with tenants. I was raised to take care of things. Apparently, a lot of people weren't raised that way. I found this out really quick. To some folks, you can't say treat my property as you would treat your own property. I had to put in writing how they were going to treat my property and the consequences if they didn't keep the property up to my standards. Proverbs 22:29. Do you see a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before obscure men. Lesson number 3. You can build residual income with rental properties. If you can figure out how to make money while you sleep, you have a good chance of financial security in the future. Investment properties offer such if you buy them right and manage them correctly. Many small business owners and employees go about their job every day and don't have any alternative means of making money. I believe in having a plan B. If you're not putting aside money on a regular basis in a retirement plan, then you must create some form of residual income. Our investment properties slowly grew in value over the years, plus our tenants were decreasing our balance on our loans each month. This is a double whammy, or better yet, a win-win situation. You are building future income as you are creating a nest egg at retirement in the form of residual monthly income for the rents, or you're creating a lump sum of cash in the future if you need or want to sell a property. After we bought these properties, I had in the back of my mind that I wanted to purchase a mini storage facility. I got the fever, and I will soon get my wish. Proverbs 12:24. The hand of the diligent will rule, while the slothful will be put to forced labor. If you want to make money while you sleep and create residual income using rental properties, remember, you can take chances in life and make money if you are prepared. Take the time and research the property before you decide to purchase it, and you can build residual income with rental properties. If you want to improve your life every single week, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our next lesson. See you in the next video. God bless you and have a great day.